superpowers, okay? I made a video around a month and a half ago. That's crazy how time flies by. Where I went over some of the most popular superpowers from you, the viewers, and put them into a tier list by how useful they would actually be in real life. And some of you guys were not happy about that. You said I was too hard of a critic, and that I left out certain superpowers because of how broken they were. And I heard that, okay? And I took some of your superpowers, and I'm going to be real with you, it's going to be pretty hard for me to find something bad about them. But I am going to try to be the toughest critic I can be. And if your superpower, the one that you gave me, ends up making it the S tier, brother, this is an accomplishment on par of making it to the moon, okay? Very few people have given me a superpower that I'm legitimately impressed by. And we'll see if you guys can do it. I don't want to have a long-winded intro, and I feel like that's become a catchphrase of the channel because it's how often I say it. But please consider a like, comment, subscribe. This is a part 2 to a part 1. You guys have been asking for a part 2 for a while, and I said, you know what, why not? Let's have a good old-fashioned Ethan Yap Session fun concept video. Take a break from the monsters, we'll be back, but let's get in with the superpower tier list part 2. Healing others, okay? This is not a healing factor, no. This is very simply, if I walk into a hospital and they're like, sir, who are you? And I am like, I heal. They'd probably still think I'm insane. I would probably have to start a little bit lower on the totem pole. How about this, like a circus, okay? I'm gonna be like those old-fashioned, like, healers, okay? This is gonna be real cringe, but I'm gonna be like one of those. Dude, you would take over the mega church society. So, holy crap, bro. You could quickly become one of the most evil people on Earth. If you could heal people, honestly, bro, be real with me, okay? If there was somebody that could heal any ailment simply by touching you, bro, you just, like, you would either be the most hunted person on the planet, okay? You ain't ever gonna go to a restaurant in your life. You're gonna have somebody else open every Amazon package you ever receive for the rest of your life. Somebody's gonna have to open the door for you whenever you enter a car, a hotel, your home, anywhere, bro. Because they are going to hit you with some biological warfare that's on another level. Unless you could heal yourself, but I didn't say that. If you could heal any ailment simply by touching somebody, you are instantly the most valuable human being on Earth. However, that also makes you one of the most hated human beings on Earth by a very select few people that I think you know what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to say it, just in case, okay? I'm not saying anything like that, but I think you know what I'm saying. Let's just say this. If I could cure cancer by touching you, I'm going to mysteriously disappear. That's probably going to happen. However, you could become such an absolute villain with this power. And at the end of the day, when I'm rating superpowers, I have to rate them on how useful they would be if just a common person had it. That's why, like, Laser Eyes in part 1 is, like, B tier at best, because realistically, what are you going to do with that? Oh, you're going to fight crime? That's dope. You're going to get arrested for vigilantism, okay? If you heal people, it's going to be really hard for you to get arrested because what are you going to arrest me for? Healing people? Dog, the last time that happened, okay, like, it didn't go so well for you. So, you're not going to arrest me for healing people. I'm going to become the most valuable person on Earth. If I wanted to become, like, a mega church person, dog, I would become the biggest menace on Earth, okay? If Mr. Sifty Seister Pastor Man right here, who has a quote saying that he doesn't get on commercial flights because he doesn't want to get into a big tube with fucking demons, if that guy can make $100 million preaching the gospel, bro, if I could heal people, I'm instantly the most valuable person on Earth. Immediately. Honestly, bro, damn, that was a mucus in my throat right there. My voice didn't immediately change. Healing others, the only bad part about it is you are immediately going to get hunted. And maybe that might be a problem. But I'm feeling good today. I'm going to put this one at the bottom of S tier. The person who suggested healing others, you, sir, have gotten in the S tier. Good on you for whoever did that. I'm sorry, I can't remember. S tier. Next, self-duplication. I'm gonna be real with you. The boys ruined this superpower for me. Because as much as I have faith in humanity, if you told anybody, oh yeah, you can make a clone of yourself, some of y'all turn into the human centipede real quick. You absolute evil, dirty, deprecating, no church going, absolute trash, evil human being, you gross dog, you. I'm telling you, some of y'all going full human centipede, and I'm not for it. Now, it depends on the type of duplication. My big problem with cloning, yes, I've thought about this concept enough that I actually do have a problem with cloning, is your clone entitled to human rights? I'm honest, hand on my heart. This is a legitimate discussion that I have had. Does a clone have the entitlement to human rights? It is a copy of a human being that you created. Are you entitled to be their master? Or are they entitled to the same human rights that you were bestowed? That is a legitimate question. However, I'm only going to slightly touch on that. If I could create a whole army of me, I feel like I'd be a very productive person, but I feel like my ADHD, we would just all start fucking around, okay? I'd be like, you clean room, you work on video planning, you edit, and every single one of them would look at me and be like, yo, who do you think you're talking to? Me? You do it. Like, we would instantly be passing it up on other people. However, I've thought about this, and I've added a caveat. How about this? Every single time that you clone yourself, the next clone loses 10 IQ points, okay? So for me, an absolute high IQ individual, I'm rocking a solid 150 IQ. I'm not fucking with you. Let's say 120, okay? Let's be charitable. A 120 IQ. On your 12th clone, he's rocking a 10 IQ. And you're over here like, you broom, you disses, you trash. And then in the corner, what about me? Like, you just, What the fuck is he here? Watch TV, buddy. Yeah! I'm sorry. In all reality here, if somebody's on 10 IQ, what is that person doing? If you had a 10 IQ friend, what are you having him do, okay? I feel like I wouldn't even go that far. I think you just need a team of a few people, and I'd be able to assert my dominance, because they'd be like, why are we listening to you? It's because I'm smarter than you, bro. I'm the idea guy, okay? That is how I would assert my dominance over my clones, okay? No weird master stuff, no. It's because I am smarter than you. That's how I would play it. Now, bad part about this. I actually can't name a bad part about, I mean, this is actually tough. The only bad part would be if they started revolting against you, but they wouldn't have the power to duplicate, only you would. This wouldn't be like a Sun Wukong situation where every single one of you can duplicate into a large army. There would have to be a limit on the amount. Like, dude, this is actually really good. However, it's not to the point of, like, invincibility healing others, because at the end of the day, how many of y'all are actually being created? And, like, how useful a human being are you? You're just be slightly more productive. But I'm putting in an A tier. And I don't know what it is. Like, it doesn't have the high skill ceiling that S tier does, though. It's almost there, but we've already started off stronger than we did before, so you guys, your suggestions, you guys are cooking. You have an S tier and an A tier, however, some of y'all are about to get roasted pretty soon. Weather manipulation, okay? Again, broken. Y'all aren't fun. Y'all come up with the most broken superpowers and are like, try ruining that. Bet, okay? How about this? Weather manipulation, but it's tied to your mood. That's kind of... I feel like you'd just be happy all the time. Like... Again, you'd become the most valuable person in the world, okay? Now, if I wanted to become evil, if I wanted to become a real evil, okay, I would go to a poor country. Somewhere in the world, I'm not sure what the poor country would be. I would go there, and I would claim to be the weather bringer. I'll go to, like, some poor country that has famines year-round, and I will be, all you must do is follow me, and I will bring the rain. And then they're like, why would we follow you? Because, boom, rain. Like, if you wanted to be evil, your pathway to dark side evil stardom is immediate. Now here comes the problem. You are 100% getting taken out by the US government, bro. The only people who get to manipulate the weather... I'm not going to incriminate myself with that. The only people who get to manipulate the weather is the Saudi Arabian oil barons. They're the only ones that get to do that. Yeah, you might get taken out by them. So, yeah, you might get assassinated, but it's still a pretty broken power. And I mean, like, I feel like you'd be used too. Like, oh, hurricane? I'm not feeling that. Typhoon? I'm not feeling that. Oh, you talking shit? Hurricane in Nevada. Like, that would be me. But I would concentrate the hurricane on your house. That would be how I diss out beef. And depending on your control level, bro, lightning, hail, wind. Like, I would be more powerful than the Avatar, bro. Now, where am I putting this? This is, again, an A tier, dude. Y'all aren't fun. Y'all are not fun. You guys need to come up with powers that can be easily broken. Near the same... Actually, I'm putting it in S. Because, dude, if you had the power to heal others by touching them, immediately broken. If you have the power to control weather, the only problem that you're going to have is you're immediately getting blacklisted by a bunch of very, very wealthy people that aren't happy that you have that power. Other than that, still broken. They're trying to kill you because of how broken your power is. Electronic manipulation. I just really like Infamous, and, yeah. Sorry, side tangent. I love that video games back in the day had to be creative over how they would get around doing stuff. Let me give you an example. You want to know why games back in the day, like in PS3 era, why, Red Dead Redemption 1, why John Marston couldn't swim? Because the developers at Rockstar didn't have enough time to animate John Marston swimming, so they made it that he couldn't know how to swim. In Infamous, they didn't want to animate, they didn't want to mocap swimming because that was pretty hard to do back in the day. They didn't want to spend the money. So you know what they did? They made it so the main character died if he ever got in the water. That's how dumb it was, bro. That's how they used to get out of, like, certain developer things. However, I mean, would you take that? You have the power to control electricity, but you can effectively never be by water again. I've always had this weird thought of like, yeah, but like, how does he bathe? Like, realistically though, how does he bathe? They never cover that, and I feel like that would suck real quickly. Now, other ways to bathe, yes, I just get a wet wipe and do this, but like, that would be a pretty dumb way to live. What do? I shoot lightning, and I can charge things, and I can decharge things. Like, that's cool, though, but, like, you stank. You stank, brother. Go jump in a lake, but I can't. It's like, if it rains a little bit too heavy, like, I'm a Michigan boy, bro. If it rains too heavy, if it's snowing, are you just immediately dead? Like, I know somebody's gonna be like, well, water's actually not technically conductive. It's the minerals that's in the water that's conductive. Yeah, but rain's conductive. Rain is actually conductive. The minerals that are in our water that makes it conductive are still going to electrocute you. It's actually pretty hard to find water that isn't conductive. So yeah, it's still broken. It's still kind of... I'm gonna put this one, honestly, same level as like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Oh, I can charge my iPhone. That's a really dope power, bro. I'm over here controlling the fucking weather. I'm more broken than you, therefore I'm better than you. Shapeshifting. Let me tell you something. There's a few superpowers that if you say you want it, I immediately know where your brain's going. Time manipulation, where you just want to know how to pause time. I know what you're doing. Don't think you're slick. We already had this conversation. There's something wrong with you, but hey, there's a lot of stuff wrong with everybody. But you keep that shit to yourself and you be honest with me, son. Also, invisibility. I already know the freak shit you're on, little homie. And shapeshifting. We know what this is going to be used for. Come on. Well, let's be real here. Come on. We know what this power is being used for. There's a reason that they got Scarlett Johansson to play Mystique. There's a reason. We all know, bro. Come on. We all know. It's a cool power. Like, if you could change into animals, too, then it will make it a little bit more broken. But, like, what do? I can change into any man or any woman on Earth. That's cool, but like, you're only going to be able to make a lot of money into like one of two industries. One, you could make a decent living becoming a spy, or two, OF. You would make an absolute killing in OF. Okay? Like, it would actually be, dude, you could be, if you are a chick or a dude with this ability, you are instantly a millionaire as an OF, okay? Absolutely zero question in my mind. Broken. I might actually put it in, yeah, you become a millionaire so quick. I put healing factor in A tier because you could sell your organs, bro. If you have the power to turn into any man or woman, 100% bro. AI deepfakes don't have shit on you, bro. I'm putting it up there. Up there, bro. Broken. Absolutely, bro. Infinite money glitch just has been found. Telekinesis. That's how I imagine it. It's telekinesis, but you have to work it like a muscle. Like, imagine, like, this is... People thought this was like a vape in the last video. No. It's the remote to my softbox. I'm clearing my name real quick. Imagine you have telekinesis, but you have to work it like a muscle. And you're like... like that's it. Like, that's all you have. And you have to, like, gradually work it to the point that you can, like, pick up a car. But you're like... I feel like, don't get me wrong, you're gonna get some people that are like Sam Sulik, and they're gonna be able to pick up, like, a semi-truck. Like, imagine Sam Sulik with the ability of telekinesis with his work ethic. He's gonna be like, yeah, that's like, well, I had this, everybody has the gift, but very few people are able to make the gift work for them. So, and he's over here just, like, not even, like, hands, he's over here, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's like lifting up a semi-truck with his brain, bro. He's barely even popping a sweat. And then he's over here like... I really like Sam Sulik. Don't be thinking this is Sam Sulik slander. I actually think that if you game Sam Sulik this ability of telekinesis with his work ethic, bro, he would become the most broken human being on Earth. Anakin don't got shit on him. But then again, this would be useful. Like, this is a useful superpower. But the skill gap is going to be very, very stark in contrast, okay? I'm going to put this one top of B. Top of B, almost in A, because the skill ceiling is not as high as, like, some of, like, Duplication, Healing Fact. You're not going to make millions, bro. I maintain, Shapeshifting, you would become a millionaire within, like, 2 months, bro. Not, like, if morals were not an issue with you, instantly broken. Immediately. Force fields. Now... For the sake of, like, coming up with, like, a good force field, okay? There's two ideas I've seen with a force field. You either can do, like, Violet from Incredibles, or you could do, like, a Satoru Gojo where, like, nobody can touch you. I like the Gojo one because I think that's a super cool concept where it's not that you have a force field, is that the space in between you and the thing hitting you becomes infinitely bigger the closer they get to it. Kind of like how... magnets don't like touching each other at the same size. So like, for example, if I took, like, two super magnets, and I put them against each other, and they just constantly repelling, unless an unlimited force touches that object. So we're just constantly here, and it becomes infinitely more difficult to touch it, the closer you get to it. I'm sorry I gave you, like, a magnetism 101 on there. But, hey, you guys watch me just for, like, random knowledge. So, yeah, that's kind of simply how magnets don't like each other. If it worked like that, then only you are protected. However, if you have the ability to, like, force field somebody from a distance, dog, instant #1 Secret Service. And you are the #1 man. And, like, again, you're also going to be pretty difficult to get rid of. Now, I was storyboarding some of these with my mother. She helps me with, like, some of the writing for these, so if you ever see her, she helps with some of this. And she asked the question, if you have a force field, does that protect you from, like, nerve gas? And that's legitimately a good question, because whenever I've seen people with, like, a force field, I'm like, yeah, but if I hit you with, like, nerve gas or, like, mustard gas... You only have to get, like, one inhale, and then you're done. That would be my go-to to get rid of people with a force field. However, you could also, like, the force field keeps the air inside, but then the force field isn't like an air filtration system. No, you're stuck with the air that's in the force field. So you could actually get rid of somebody with a force field powers if you just locked them in a room and then put it with nerve gas, and eventually when they run out of oxygen, they're going to let the force field go, and then they're going to die. Wow. I'm a super villain, dog. It's good. Like, it is a good superpower. Don't let what I said ruin it. I'm going to put it at the same level of teleportation in terms of brokenness. But it could be better. Breathing water. Underwater breathing. Dumb. It's dumb. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go underwater, and I can't even go that deep, because the problem with going underwater isn't actually that you can't breathe down there. It's that the pressure in water is so crazy that it'll turn you into a smushed can. Yes, I watched the video of what happened to the deep sea welders and on an oil rig, how they got turned into basically flesh soup with little tiny chunks of brain matter in there. They got turned into stew, brother. I ain't doing that. Like, the more you think about breathing underwater, the dumber it is. Like, what am I doing? I'm going underwater, like, at like 20 feet at most, otherwise I'm gonna get the bends. And what? Like, I maintain it. They had to give Aquaman super strength, damn near super speed, fast swimming, and the ability to talk the fucking dolphins in order for him to be anywhere near a top-tier superhero. Because if you just had the ability to breathe underwater, cool. You're basically a Perks person. Like, that's it. What are you gonna do? Hello, everybody. I guess I'm just going to be going down here. Like, it's a pretty good... Like, no, there's nobody to talk to down there. At all. Like, oh, cool. Deep water diving guy. What are you gonna do? Like, spear fists all day? That would be cool for, like, a super small group of people. Like, you wouldn't even have to worry about getting assassinated because people would be like, oh, he breathes underwater. Like, that's it? He doesn't even swim fast? Yes, no, part of Aquaman's powers is that he swims fast because, y'all, you would do nothing with that superpower if you swam at a normal... Like, imagine you could breathe underwater, but you have to doggy paddle everywhere. Stupid D tier. Nobody's disagreeing with me on that, obviously, bro. The powers of Magneto. Magnetism, okay? I actually just wanted to talk about Magneto really quick because I think it's pretty effed up. You're telling me the first Jewish superhero that was ever brought in by Marvel, his ability is to control coins. You thought you were slick, okay? The first Jewish superhero you ever had, and yes, Magneto is Jewish. That is part of his whole lore. The reason that when they, like, reboot Magneto, they have to keep him old is part of his entire backstory is that his family died in the, by evil mustache man, okay? That is part of the lore of Magneto, and it's cool. That's why he's always old. Like, you couldn't make Magneto nowadays, okay? You couldn't, because if it was, like a dude in the 2020s, like, well, you don't really have reason to have beef with this, like, whole of humanity, but it makes sense for Magneto, because he's witnessed that terror of war, and he protects the mutants like he could have protected his other people. But, again, the one Jewish superhero that you had back then, his ability is to control Cass in chains? What? Like, I'm sorry, bro, you think you slick? No, we know what you're doing, bro. However, another problem. Not every metal can be magnetized. Like, I know some people when, like, Game Theory and Matt Pat... Goodbye, brother. Is he actually... I don't even know if he's actually retired. I said that like he was dead. No, he's, like, half retired. I remember a video that he made, and he was explaining how Magneto isn't actually that powerful because there's only, like, a few metals that can actually be magnetized. And spoiler alert, most bullets are not magnetizable. Okay, they are made out of a metal that you actually can't magnetize even if you wanted. The cartridge, yes. The actual projectile, no. And even if it wasn't, I mean, bro, we have ceramic bullets, man. Like, we have, like, 3D printed bullets that we can... Like, it's cool, don't get me wrong. And yes, Magneto was able to do some really cool things later on, but it doesn't have, like, that S-tier level yet. And also, yeah, I just wanted to talk about Magneto really quick. It's, bottom of A. Bottom of A. It's, like, you can do a lot. Don't get me wrong, you can do a lot. I'm not dumb. But some of the shortcomings of this power need to be brought up because, yeah. Mind control! I wanted to end off the one that everybody wanted me to do, and I'm gonna be real with you. You guys thought this one was gonna be entertaining. It's mind control. It's broken. It's not even fun. What do? I control people's minds. I instantly know you're a freak, dog. What do you want your superpower to be? I want to make people do something against their will. If they don't want to do it, oh so bad, I'll make them say they want to do it. Like, dog! Chill! Check this man's search history, bro. This man has terabytes, okay? It's broken. It is the most broken superpower I could ever name. I can make people do stuff against their will. Dog, the worst part about this superpower is that the people are going to take you out the moment they find out that you have it. But you could just manipulate them. Like, you will become the king of everybody. You will. S tier, bro. I wish I could rant about this more, but there's nothing. Top of S tier. It's the top of S tier, bro. Time manipulation's actually a bit better. Mind control's number one. It is. Like, you guys came up with some better superpowers outside of water breathing. Really, that sucked. But overall, yeah. So most of these were broken, and I had to get crafty with how I was gonna do it. I wanted to give you guys a fun video to watch this Sunday. And I think I gave you something that you can laugh at. We got a few videos. We got videos every other day. I already got them all planned out. They're just here to script and film. So expect a lot of content this week. And please, if you could, please consider hitting the like, comment, and subscribe. 50K by the end of the year. We are on track to do it because of you guys. And with all that out of the way, thank you for watching. And I will see you all next time. Adios, guys.